If you translate it from Spanish literally into English, you'll sound broken. Let me show you why. In Spanish, we use ir and ir for almost everything, even when we are not actually talking about physically going somewhere. Look at these three examples. Fui a comprar zapatos. Voy a comprar un ordenador. No voy a cometer el mismo error. In the first one, you are focusing on the action, buying shoes, not the place. In the second, you're talking about a future action, not movement. And the third, that has nothing to do with going anywhere. All correct in Spanish though, no problem there. But when you translate this word for word into English, you carry the go verb with you, and English doesn't work that way. In English, if you're not talking about physically going somewhere, you usually don't need go. Let me show you exactly where this goes totally wrong. The first mistake is using go to when the focus is the action, not the place. Take this sentence. Fui a comprar zapatos. Word for word, you might say, I went to buy shoes, right? Or even, I went to the mall to buy shoes. Both are wrong. Why? Because you are focusing on the place. But the mall is an expected place to buy shoes, right? As well as a shoe store or a street market. The place doesn't add anything. What matters is the action, what you did. So just say, I bought shoes yesterday. The where is either irrelevant or obvious, unless it is unexpected. Now compare that to this. I went to the zoo last weekend. Why is this correct? Because the place is the whole point, the experience. What you did there is secondary. Same with Disneyland, a beach, a museum. The place is the experience. But when you go to the cinema, the focus isn't the cinema, it's the movie that you saw. So don't say, I went to the cinema last weekend. Say instead, I saw a movie last weekend. See the difference? Cinema is expected. The action is what matters. Now, if the place is unexpected, then mention it. I bought shoes at a pawn shop because I was broke. A pawn shop? That's unexpected. Now, the where adds real context. The rule is simple. Ask yourself what the focus is, the place or the action. If the place is expected, skip it. You don't need it. The second mistake is using will go for future plans. Take this sentence. Voy a comprar un ordenador. Word for word, you might say, I will go to buy a computer. That's wrong. The correct version is, I am going to buy a computer. In Spanish, voy a expresses future plans. In English, that's be going to, not will go to. Will go is only for spontaneous decisions about movement, decisions that you make right now in this very moment, like this. Oh, we are out of milk. I'll go to the store. That's spontaneous. For planned future actions, always use be going to, like this. I am going to buy a computer next week, not I will go to buy. That sounds broken. The third mistake is using with for share activities. Take fui a Disneylandia con mis amigos. Word for word, I went to Disneyland with my friends. It sounds like your friend just accompanied you. like they joined you mid trip. If both of you decided to go together from the beginning, make both of you the subject, like this. My friends and I went to Disneyland. That's the natural way to say it. Now, there is an exception. Use with only when the other person was passive or just accompanying you. For example, I went to the doctor with my mom. She came along, but you were the patient. That's accompanying. But if it was a shared activity from the start, joint subjects always. The fourth mistake is putting the place in the wrong position. Take this example. Voy a comprar algo al súper. Word for word. I'm going to buy something to the supermarket. And that's wrong. The correct version of that is I am going to the supermarket to buy something. In Spanish, you can put the place at the end, but in English, you can't. The place must be glued to the verb go. Think of it this way. When the verb go is used to express going to a place, that place must come immediately after the verb go. So it's like this. I went to the flea market to buy shoes. Not I went to buy shoes to the flea market. The place comes first, then the purpose. Always. The fifth mistake is the ultimate disaster sentence. Let me show you. Take this sentence. Quiero ir a comprar algo rico al súper. Word for word. I want to go to buy something rich to the supermarket. This sentence has multiple problems. One, you're stacking go to with a verb and putting the place at the end. Wrong on two levels. And something rich doesn't work here. Rico for food means tasty or delicious, not rich. Here's how to fix it. If the emphasis is the action, say, I want to buy something tasty at the supermarket. If the emphasis is the movement, say, I want to go to the supermarket to buy something tasty. Notice the place is glued to the verb go. Pick one structure, don't mix them. So here's the full lesson. In Spanish, ir and ir a are used for almost everything, even when you're not physically going anywhere. In English, however, they are not. Stop translating word for word. Every time you want to use the verb go, ask yourself these questions. What's the focus? The place or the action? Is the place expected or unexpected? Am I talking about a planned or a spontaneous decision? Did we do it together or did they just accompany me? And is the place glued to go? Once you start asking those questions, the right structure becomes obvious. Now tell me in the comments, what did you do last weekend? Try not to use I went to unless you are naming a place. And if you do use it, make sure the place comes right after go. I'll check your answers. See you in the next video.
If this video helped you, give it a like and subscribe. More English tips are coming. Stay tuned. We will see you in the next one.